This is Sore Santai, exclusive interview with A1.
Things are so different that you're gone. I thought it'd be easier, what's wrong? Now I'm caught, and now I'm caught in the middle.
Listen up, Ozers.
You, and now I'm caught in the middle.
Alright, hey A1! Yo Others, we got Ben, Mark, and Christian here. What's up?
What's up? You okay?
So we got Ben and Mark all the way from London and Christian all the way from Norway. How come, guys?
That's
How come
right.
you're not together right now?
What was the question? Sorry, I can hardly hear you.
Well, Ben and Mark is in London and Christian, you're all the way in Norway. How come you're not together right now?
Well, I actually live in Norway, and I'm from Norway. So
I know.
I lived 9 years in the UK, and then I decided I wanted to live closer to my family. And it's only a 2-hour flight from London, so we fly back and forth all the time.
Okay, but the
And Mark and I actually spent, we lived in a hotel for a year and a half while we were recording the album over in Norway. So we're very familiar with the sort of Norwegian scenery.
Oh, that's gotta be cool. Alright, but the thing is, Christian, you're having a birthday right now. Yay! Happy birthday, Christian!
Happy birthday, Christian!
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
I think there's a delay on the line. It's great, but it's not quite in time.
I like
Did you know, guys, Ben, Mark, Chris, did you know why I asked that question? I wonder why Chris has to be alone in Norway and Ben and Mark, well, speaking of being a good best friends, just be in Norway and surprise Christian. Why not, right?
I know. It's funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that. Christian, open the front door.
Yes.
Here we are.
Hey, here we are, Chris. Happy birthday.
Well,
If only. Keep being there, even though you're here.
I know.
All right, happy birthday,
we really
Christian.
wish we really wish we could be there. But unfortunately, we're not coming back to Norway until next week, when we're going to be coming back to start rehearsing for the Asian tour.
Hell
which
yeah!
we can't wait for.
You know what?
Obviously, we've rehearsed already a few times, but this will be the sort of the final, the big show rehearsal.
Alright, that's cool. And the news about you guys reuniting might be one of the best things I've ever heard these days, Like, I've heard that you're coming...
It really is one of the best. It's one of the best things that anyone's ever heard. But no, it's been great. We've actually been back together. We split up for about 10 years, and we've been back together for about 2 years now, and we've got a new album coming out called Waiting for Daylight. I think it's released in Indonesia on the 6th of February, so that's really exciting.
I know,
It was number one over here where we released it, so fingers crossed it will do just as well over there, but it's really exciting times.
Yeah, I so cannot wait for that. So now you're armed with new music. How does it differ to the old stuffs of yours, Ben?
That was for you, Ben. I think the question.
Oh, sorry. How does the new music go diverse from the old music? Is that what the question was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Okay. Well, I mean, we obviously, it still obviously sounds like A1 because it's the same 3 writers. We've written this album, and we've produced the album too with some of our friends over in Scandinavia. So I mean, it's just a really good pop album, and the one thing that's special about the Asian release of the album, the one we'll be releasing in Indonesia, is we've got some extra tracks on there too, because we've got, it's been 10 years since we first recorded some of our biggest hits, so we should re-record it and do new versions for 2012. So we've done a new version of Every Time, new version of Like a Rose, version of Caught in the Middle, so they sound fantastic. They're going to be on the album too. And I believe Waiting for Daylight, a track from the new album, is getting quite a lot of play over in Indonesia and the Philippines and Singapore. So we're looking forward to performing all of these new tracks and old hits at our concerts.
Alright, that would be cool. But do you still perform the old materials though?
Absolutely, we certainly do play all the old hits. So if you come along to see the concert, either in Jakarta on the 26th of February or in Makassar on the 2nd of March, then you'll hear all the old hits in Like a Rose and Every Time and Caught in the Middle and Same Old Brand New You and all those songs. But we'll also play some of the new ones.
Alright, that's cool. Speaking of my favorite old A1 track, that would be Caught in the Middle. I love it so much.
Cool.
And speaking of your favorite old A1 tracks, Ben, Mark, and Christian, answer. And of course, your favorite new A1 track. Starting with Christian.
My favorite old A1 song is a song called Same Old Brand New You.
Same Old Brand New You. I know that song. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that track. And and my favorite new A1 song, I think right now I'm gonna say Waiting for Daylight.
Waiting for Daylight. Way to go. And Mark.
That was Mark.
Oh,
Ben,
that was
over
Mark.
to you.
Okay, Christian.
Me? Okay, I think my favourite old A1 song is it's a song that I don't know if many people will remember, but it's a track called I Still Believe.
I Still Believe.
Just such a great song from our first album. And my favourite new song is I think Don't Want to Lose You Again. That's probably been our biggest hit over here that we've released from the new album, and it's one of those. It's a track similar to Caught in the Middle in that it never gets boring. It always sounds fresh. So I think that's probably my favourite. Over to you, Chris.
All right.
Thank you, Ben. I think my favorite old A1 song is Every Time. Every Time was the first song that Ben and Mark and myself wrote together, just the three of us. And it was sort of the first single that made an international impact for us. And that just came about in such a magical way. We'd all written individual parts of that song in separate places around London. We got together and they just fit together like pieces of a puzzle. And I think one of my favorites on the new album is definitely, I think I'd say Waiting for Daylight as well. It's just a great song about hope in dark times and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, that's great. What about Another Year Gone though? That's the latest one that came out, isn't it?
Another Year Gone is it's a fantastic song. I mean that was the last single we released over here, and it did fantastically well. It was sort of a Christmas stroke, New Year's kind of song.
New Year's song,
and that was also a great song and one of our favourites. And hopefully we'll be playing it there. I mean, is it being played over in Indonesia, that song?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go, brilliant. And of course we'll be playing that.
Of course, we'll play that as well.
Speaking of the preparation of the Asian tour, how's it going?
Oh, everything is going really well. A preparation for the tour. We have a fantastic band that we're bringing over, the A1 band, and they're all really excited about coming over and visiting. And it's going to be a very exciting show. I mean, a great live show, and it's going to be very different from what people will remember from seeing us. When people have seen us perform in the past, it's going to be quite a surprise to see how far we've come as a live band. And I mean, we're really happy with the show. We did over 50 concerts last year.
All right.
50 sellout concerts in just Norway alone. Then we did a sellout concert in the UK, which was huge at the O2. So we're so happy that we can finally bring that tour to Asia as well, to Southeast Asia as well. We can't wait to get back there.
Yeah, because I remember the last time you guys were here was in 2001, and right? Do you still remember that 2001?
Yeah, absolutely. I do remember that.
Yeah, and I think it was really crazy. So this time around,
it was really crazy. But and it was so much fun, and our fans over there are just amazing. Just the energy that they give when we're on stage, and and the dedication. They follow us around everywhere. It's just a fairy tale to be touring in Asia.
Yeah.
And Indonesia is such a beautiful country.
And
we can't wait to come back and meet everyone.
All right. Yeah, sure. All right. How many songs that you'll bring on stage? How many songs there will be?
How many songs? We can't give away that. So, yeah, how many would you like?
Well, I like all of the singles, that's for sure, and I like all of the B-sides, and I like all of the unrecorded materials, that's for sure. I'd like to do.
So everything then.
Everything, yeah. Make it like some kind of
any 5-hour-long show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any songs that we just happen to be whistling when we're walking down the street, just anything and everything.
Everything.
What was your favorite B-side?
My favorite B-side of A1? Well, I have to say, what is my question now? Well, I have to say, I know this one single of yours, but I don't know whether it's a B-side or not. But it came out probably in 2009, and it's called "Take You Home." Is it? Is it a single?
Take You Home. Take Me Home.
Yeah, Take You Home.
Well, that was actually one that did come out in 2009. You're absolutely right, and that was the first new song that we released when A1 came back together, and that was a new single, and it was basically one of the first songs that we released when we came back, when we reunited. So that's a very important, special song to us because it was the first new song that A1 released in many years.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because I thought it was a B-side since I thought it was a B-side because you were not together for quite some time.
It's an A-side, and we'll definitely be doing that when we come over to Southeast Asia as well.
Of course. So you're gonna do Take You Home. We're gonna do. Please do Caught in the Middle, of course. Like a Rose.
Of course.
See, I'm a fan already.
We might do Like a Rose. Maybe we'll do Like a Rose.
Like a Rose is one of the best songs ever written.
No, that's not a maybe. That's a must.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a must-play song,
We'll definitely
guys.
do Like a Rose.
Like a Rose. So romantic. All right, guys. So, any message from for your friends in Indonesia? Any message for I don't know, the craziest band in the world?
We'll give a message each. So we'll take it one at a time. So, message from myself, Mark. I just want to say a massive thank you to all of the fans for supporting us over the years and staying with us. And obviously through Facebook and Twitter, we've been able to keep in touch with everyone, and we get so many lovely messages every single day. And it was due to that support and response, which is why we're coming back over there to do a tour. So I just want to thank everyone for the massive support we've had over the years.
All right, that's Mark. Everybody.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris.
Well, my message is, I really can't wait to come out there and meet as many of you as possible. We really look forward to coming back to Jakarta at the Istora Senayan Indoor Stadium on the 26th of February. That's going to be amazing. And Makassar, how do you pronounce it? Makassar? Makassar. I've never been to Makassar. I can't wait to go there. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
At the parking area of Trans Studio.
Yep.
It's an outdoor event.
It's like
so that's going to be really cool on the 2nd of March. And absolutely look out for our album on February the 6th, the brand new A1 album, the first one in 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's a bit hard to go last on the message front because everything's already been said. But,
just say it all again.
Okay, great. This is Ben. Our album's out on the February the 6th. It's the best album you'll ever hear. Our concerts are going to be the most exciting you'll ever see. And we are the most excited band that we've ever known. So, Indonesia, I hope you're ready. A1 is coming, and we can't wait to see you all soon.
All right. That was A1. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
On the 26th of February.
See you when we get there.